Hello, hello, and welcome to another episode with yours truly, Korin Shadowgale. Really nice to see you all today. I'm playing Star Citizen. Now, as you can see, the character in the game has some mouth movements. Are they good? Well, I haven't really what's the word? Uh Calibrated it very efficiently, but she talks. So today, I don't know if you've ever seen Star Citizen, but it is a game that is in development right now. If you'll look outside the window behind me, you'll think, oh, that's a really nice little painting in the back. Well, that's actually not a painting. All of that is realized. I can actually go out onto those platforms. It's a very cool game. The basis of this game is a space simulator sort of idea, and I really love it. It's the game I play when I'm not on stream most of the time, so hopefully you'll enjoy the trip as we go through a few of the game loops. I'm probably gonna start with bounty hunting because, well, that just tends to be what works best for interesting gameplay at the beginning. So here's hoping. Alright, I'm gonna put my helmet on and take her face off of here because she looks ridiculous. Hopefully I can just do the toggle. There we go. Alright. And when we will go back into myself. Now, unfortunately, this particular area is very cloudy, and the clouds are actually realistic. So they drift and move and create quite a particle effect for this particular location, so it's a little, how we say, slow on my computer. My computer isn't exactly the highest end. I'm still hoping at some point to be able to get it to a better graphics card to be able to facilitate, but look at that. I can go on to the majority of these major platforms and enjoy this particular world. Is it not beautiful? Yeah, it's time to reach out for the stars. Right, Space Menace, you got it. Okay, well, the first thing I'm going to do is the thing that I always do when I'm on Orison, which is go get my favorite suit of armor. Now, to let you guys know, this is in alpha. It is not complete. We have no idea when that's going to happen, and nor will I make any sort of assumptions on when that's going to occur. There will be bugs, things will happen that will be completely unpredictable, and I'm sure absolutely hilarious. Some of which I will do to myself, others of which I will most likely have done to me without any sort of consequence or any sort of intention on my part to screw up. So, here's hoping. Alright, let's see. I have to remember, Orison is kind of annoying to get around in when it comes to where you're supposed to be going. So I have to remember how to move around in this place. And I am... Let's see. I mean, it's beautiful, definitely. Okay, so the first thing I should probably do is probably go gather some materials on this station before moving on to the next one. I know there's a medical facility here. So the medical facilities in this game work as your point of regeneration. There's medical facilities on almost every station. There's a few small exceptions. In this case, it's getting choppy. In this case, the facility for Orison is right there. It is a huge building. I believe it's got about 6 floors. Most medical facilities are like 5 floors. Some even don't even have floors. They're all on the same floor. So this is one of the bigger ones, if I recall. So to get a medical gun in this case, which is what I'm coming for, is you have to go to the pharmacy. And the pharmacy has terminals that you can go to purchase things. In this case, we're purchasing the Paramed medical device. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on Orison directly, because I do not need to have it on my person yet. I usually buy 1 container and then 3 or 4 of the extra ones, because it does actually use up materials as it's being used. Just do 3 for now. There we go. Okay, that's purchased. And now there's a thing called a Mobi-Glass, which is what handles all of your information for yourself. Your ships, your locations of items that you've purchased previously, or where your main location is that all your stuff goes to, that sort of thing. Then your skyline map, which is basically the huge map for the solar system that you use to go from one place to another. Your Mo Trader, which I believe is short for Money Trader, something simple, which you can use to assign to a specific person. Like if I had a friend or someone who I could give money to, I basically use that to send that money to them. Obviously your contracts manager, where you get all of your missions, which there are quite a few currently. And your vehicle maintenance, which this only really applies if you're inside the ship. You can, if you're landed on a platform or connected to a starfarer, you can usually get either fuel from the starfarer or get repairs and restocking on the ship platform. Then you have your journal, which has a lot of information about things like there's commodities. So when commodities go up or down in price, you'll see it listed here, and then you can kind of determine which one you want to go get or change, or if there's something that's overstocked, they need to get rid of it, so you can buy it there and take it somewhere else, and you'll usually get a bigger profit off it. But it also gives you like your tutorial information and how all of the things that you normally do during your missions work, that sort of thing. And then Delphi is your reputation. Currently, I've actually got a pretty good reputation, which I was kind of surprised about. Oh, plus 5% pay bonus. With your factions. In this particular case, Crusader Security is legitimately bounty hunting. I did a little bit of bounty hunting on my own and got that up a few marks. So there's that. There's also a Bounty Hunters Guild, which I believe also kind of tracks the same way, except I think this one is for people. So you can actually bounty hunt real players in this game as well. So I've done it maybe once or twice just for giggles. Hasn't been really successful for me, so I try to avoid PvP as much as possible, unless of course I'm doing a stream like this, in which case I might. Who knows? We'll see. Okay, now that was my medical gun. I need to go to, I think it's Discovery platform for the other part. I need to, is there a map around here? I'm pretty sure there's something. Over here. Pretty sure that's where I was coming from. Pretty sure. Now the interesting thing about this game is there is a way, and I'll show you here. This, I believe, is the Trade and Development Division, or TDD as we call it, shorthand. EDD is where all of the materials that you purchase and sell end up, so that you can. And these readouts here, by the way, in case you're curious, right now have no meaning. They don't for a while. They'll usually become useful later on when these actually show the prices of items that have been bought and sold, and the economy's been instituted in its proper form. On here, you can pick your ship. I have a few. Quick Cutter's the one I used last, which is why it sits there. And you can grab materials, purchase them here, sell them elsewhere. So TDD is sort of your trade terminal for that. I don't normally live on Horizon because it's a pit for frame rates. It is probably the worst perpetrator of bad frame rates. Which is why everything looks so choppy on the screen right now. I apologize for that. That's going to be a thing that will change as soon as I get out of Horizon. Let's see. Showroom and transit. There's a map. So the map here will tell me which one's the one I need to go to for the suit of armor that I wanted to get. So I'm gonna render here any minute. Any minute. Maybe I need to get closer. Nope. Hey, well. Doesn't she look dapper? I love that jacket. Looks really nice on her. Okay, we're just gonna skip that one. Does not look like it's gonna render for now. Spaceport's there. Let me see. Pretty sure it's the Discovery shuttle. So if I can find the one that says Discovery on it, I can get where I need to go. Question is, can I? I'd rather show you guys some good stuff for the rest of Star Citizen than try to... Now there's a showroom in there that shows a bunch of ships, but I'd rather show you that on a planet that has a little bit easier time with the rendering. Because you won't get all the good stuff until we're off this planet. I guess there is no shuttle here. Nope. Okay. Got turned around. Okay, so that one's going there. What's this one going to? Province platform. Okay. I don't remember where Province platform goes. This one gonna render for me? No. The worst part is that now that I'm trying to see the map is the one time... Oh, there it goes. Okay, so... Yes, so the one I was looking for is right here. Overlook shipping and self-storage, as well as Tomani & Sons Outfitters. That's where I need to get my armor. So,
the shuttle is preparing to depart.
We're gonna hop on this little shuttle. It's gonna take us to that part of the area.
Clear the hatch. Shuttle will be departing.
Now the fun part is, let's just have a seat. Oh, there we go. Now I can just enjoy the ride. Whoa. Or not. Nope. Okay. Seat's not quite working. Not gonna bother with that. Seems like it's a lesson in a mistake that's about to happen. So if I had a ship, I could legitimately fly over top of all of these buildings and through and around these layers. Now there are some areas that will keep me from doing that simply because I am barred from it. Like it has a security function that turns my autopilot on my ship and takes me out of the area. Fine.
Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart.
Close the door. There we go. Okay. So, the place I'm looking for should be right around this corner. Right here. Providence Surplus. Quality gear and workwear. Now the reason I come to this specific place is it has my very favorite armor set. It is the Errol armor set, but it's the Errol armor set in blue. I will be purchasing from this vendor screen here. First thing I'm going to do is buy a undersuit because I like to match all over the place. Buy that.
Smart buy.
Buy. Oh. Can't do that on my MacBook. There we go. Buy. Now, normally you can buy multiples of these if you want to. I usually don't have the kind of money that would require me being able to buy multiples at a time, so that when I do die, because I will, inevitably, I will need to be able to restock. I usually just do a little bit extra effort, a little bit extra footwork, and just go ahead and restock every time I die. Fine. Alright, here we go. So this is my current suit, of course. And I'm going to go ahead and remove this and put it over here. So yeah, let me just go ahead and remove the undersuit, because I believe do the whole undersuit, it takes everything with it. I'll just do this. Pop. 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 There we go. Okay. That puts all the equipment into there. And I can look inside them if I need to, which I believe I will need to. Probably chest piece, I'm guessing. Aha. That in there. Yeah, okay, so there's the gun, 2 pieces. Okay. So now that I got the undersuit on, it's time to put on the main pieces. I usually just do right click and equip, because trying to drag and drop them on my little person over there can be a bit of an annoyance. So right click, equip. Now you can see my joyous face is about to disappear behind a very cool mask. Hooray! Cool there. And so this particular suit of armor actually has a little bit of a bonus. It has slots for these guys. So left it right here. Oh, that's on the actual weapon. And here. You can see it actually appear on my character's suit. I'm going to only put 3 there because I have one other thing that I need to do, which I don't know that I can do at this station. But I need to get... First, I need to get some food and water, because this game actually simulates that too. I usually get 5 of each, super cheap, so nothing bank breaking. Let me see what it's got for miscellaneous. Okay, we'll just do the protein bars. Protein. There we go.
Good purchase.
Right. And while it's nice to contain them in the backpack, I usually just put them in my chest piece, because eventually I'll have other bigger things to put in my backpack. Aha, there it is. Okay, so it should be on the terminal. There's one other tool that I always bring with me for these, and that is the Pyro Multi-Tool. I'll get one cutter or one tool of each type. There we go. I usually put the tractor beam on there for my first initial tool. I need to wear it first. Just put it on my hip there. Torch cutter, tractor beam. There we go. Okay. So now we're all kitted out for space travel. That being said, I need to get off this planet and actually go somewhere else to get some weapons, because trying to find weapons in this place is effort and futility. Because I know there's a place to get it, I can just never remember how to get there proper. I'm going to take one trip around and see if I can find it, but I don't think Let's see, admin office. Yeah. It's fine. Okay.
The shuttle is preparing to depart.
We'll just go to the one for the spaceport and get out of here. Because Lord knows this frame rate is hard to watch. It is beautiful, though. I mean, look at that. Beautiful scenery.
The next shuttle is approaching the station.
Right.
Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart.
There we go.
The next shuttle is approaching the station.
7,
Please clear the
6,
hatch. Shuttle will be departing.
Okay.
Next shuttle for passengers.
Hey. And here we are at the spaceport, where the true adventure begins.
Approaching next station. If this is your stop, please prepare to disembark.
Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart.
Yep. Okay. Oh, smoothed out a little bit. That's nice. Okay, so there's a few ships that I have as options.
A friendly
Leave
reminder
this
to
wonderful
personal
place
belongings before
and go
after.
elsewhere.
The next shuttle is approaching the station.
I love the building block system that they use for this. I absolutely adore it. You should have seen what it was like before they decided to go over to the building block system. These used to be analog buttons. Now you can see there's a bug right there. You see it? A little panel there just flickering. The This used to be physical buttons on the elevators, and they didn't tell you which floors they were. Instead, they would give you a hollow lens kind of look to each floor to be able to figure out which one was which. It was very irritating, and since changing over, it has been much better. Much better. Okay, I did earlier today rent a very nice ship, lovingly called the Space Penguin. It's the Avenger Titan. Wanted to try it out since I'd never used it before, and I can see why people like it. Really good.
To the ASOP vehicle
Me
retrieval
personally, where'd it go? Oh yeah, there it is. Aegis Avenger Titan. Me personally, though, I will use my Drake Cutter.
Vehicle selected.
This is a very
Stand by.
recently added ship to this
Your
game.
vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
I am super excited. Get on it and get off this planet. Hangar 7. Now, speaking of flying in this game, I use a dual stick layout. So what that means is I have 2 flight sticks. One side is forward, back, drift left, drift right, up and down, that sort of thing. The other is tilt up, tilt down, tilt left, tilt right. You'll see what I mean when I start to actually fly the ship. This is my little private home. Has a bathroom. Little bathroom in here. Toilet's down there. I don't know if you can see it. Here, pull it out. Toilet. Shower. Sink. Nice and simple. And I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be a mirror, but yeah, it's not that great. Can't really see it. So, let's go ahead and get this girl into the sky, shall we? Now, I do use my Stream Deck for some of the commands, like Flight Ready, which turns on all the fields, rockets, missiles, loads everything up, make sure it's working. And then landing requests I also do on my Steam Deck, or Stream Deck.
You are clear to launch.
And that's what it normally does, is it just gives me the clearance to launch and opens the gates. And now, fun begins. Go ahead and do this in VTOL. This particular ship has VTOL mode, which means I can do this and just kind of float there happily. Turn off my landing gear here. Let's just take a slow drift forward. Normally I'd go a lot faster, but sometimes it's more fun to just enjoy the ride. Look at that. Okay. Isn't that beautiful? Alright, let's switch VTOL here. Let's go a little faster. Now, just to let you know, all of these are physical, so I actually can run into these things and explode, which, admittedly, I've done a few times before. My loving spouse behind me just said, "A few, they say." They're not wrong. I have done a few flybys in this game just to enjoy. It has been in development for, I want to say, about 10, 15? Something like that. I don't know if it's gotten to 20 yet. It might have. I don't know. Honestly, I don't keep track of the actual time frame of development cycles. So, yeah, since 2012. So about 10 years. So let's get out of here. This place is laggy AF. Get back in my ship and point this bad girl up to the top. Too far, too far. That's 70, 75, 80, 85. There we go. And then let's get her to full speed. Should put her at maximum. Yeah. Unfortunately, this particular ship is not very good at going fast, so I have to use the boost. I mean, you're not wrong. The boost in this particular economy is not great. It is actually a pretty big drain on the hydraulics, the hydro. But yeah, this game has been in development since 2012. I have been following it since around, I want to say 2015. So a few years into its development cycle, mostly because I couldn't afford a graphics card that could handle the game back then. 2012 definitely was not a time that I could do that, but it's been nice to be able to get it now. That being said, I still have that graphics card on the throne that I'd really love to have instead. That would smooth out a lot of the frame rate issues that we're getting on this particular planet for sure. Yeah, that's good. I remember back before. I don't know if any of you ever played Freelancer. That was the game that really got me hooked on space games. And Freelancer used to have loading screens all over the place. Well, this game doesn't have that. There are no loading screens in this game besides the very first one, which is usually why it's incredibly long. Now, eventually, we should break through. This game used to be loading screens as far as the eye can see. That's exactly that. I don't think it ever has been, actually. Now, that being said, it also didn't have space for a very long period of time at the beginning either, so. It used to just be a hangar where you could view the ships that you purchased. It was way back in 2015, 2016. Couldn't even fly them. They'd just sit in your hangar and look pretty. That was my first introduction into Star Citizen, was when one of my good friends, he sat me down and he was like, I want you to check this game out. And I was like, oh, this ship is pretty. Can I go fly it? And he's like, no. It just sits in the hangar and it looks pretty. I was like, that's a whole game about that? And he's like, yeah. So I didn't buy into it. I bought the introductory package, which is $45 or so, give or take, depending on which of the ship packages you purchase. that gives you access to the PTU, the game when it releases, and that crazy theory about breeding pine trees. Yeah, exactly. And once you get that package purchased, you can play the game on the test server as much as you want. There's no limitation of any kind. There's no subscription. There's no. It's really just a buy-in. It's actually cheaper than most games are right now, for $45 or $50 if you want to go up a little higher. But with that kind of price, you can get into the game, play it as much as you like, get used to it, how it works. It's a really great game, as far as I'm concerned. Now, is it time consuming? Absolutely. This is one of those unfortunate types of games where time kind of disappears. It takes a long time to get to a place to do things, which is kind of a detractor for me, but is also kind of a plus because it means I can enjoy the game for long periods of time and just do things. This is where I start hyping this game up, so I apologize if I start going off on a rant here, but VR is supposed to at some point be a part of this particular function, this game. I'm super excited for that because everything in this game is physicalized. I'll show you what I mean by that here in a moment when I get out into space. Actually, I think you can just see and have it do it. Okay. So while it's autopiloting up into the sky. So all of the buttons here at some point will have, like this, for instance. This is a flick up button, so you just click it upwards and it'll spool the quantum drive. All of the buttons and flip switches and everything that you see here actually has a purpose. Either now or in the future, depending on how they're going to do it. So all of these buttons are eventually supposed to do something. Some of them already do. Like this one deploys the canopy, which is actually, I'll show you. So the canopy, you'll see these two open windows to my sides, right? Watch what happens when I flick the switch. Click. Canopy open, these little guard doors slide into place. And you'll even see that the switch itself flipped upwards. You click it, it flips back. Seems really simple, right? Well, imagine that in VR, if your fingers had touch compatibility with these buttons. Then you'd be able to move your character's hand, or the hand, or your fingers, if you're using like the index, and flick the switch yourself. Can you imagine doing that? That'd be amazing to me. It's all supposed to be simulation, so the closer you can get to realizing that simulation, especially in VR. Just, I want it so bad. So bad. Okay, so something just to let you guys know. Getting out of the atmosphere on Orizon is the worst. It's legitimately the worst out of all of the planets in the entire solar system. I don't know why they did this. In the 318, which is on the player test universe, separate from the live test universe, is being changed so that it's like 90,000 feet instead of like 160 or 170 or something ridiculous like that, so that you get off the planet a lot faster. A lot faster. But it should be high enough, I think, to quantum drive. Yeah, there we go. You. Let's get you. Not sure I like going to Port Alizar, but it's better than trying to hang out here. So, quantum driving, as long as you're high up enough. Press, I think it's M for the keyboard, and then hold M down. It will shove you out towards your target super fast. And now we are in space. Now, am I going out here? No. It does appear to be some sort of up there. Okay. Now the question is, where am I going? That's a good question. Let's find out. I'm gonna do something super easy for now. Let's do a bounty. Do very light. I can't remember what it is, but it's light, very light, medium, hard, very hard, and like super hard or something. It was something like that. Very light is pretty much all this cutter can handle. So now that I've gotten that, oh, hey, look at that. Went it in the right direction already. So bounties in most cases are kill bounties. There are actual bounties that you can get that will allow you to, or ask you to capture. I don't have a ship for that. I'm not in the ship for that, so I'm not going to do that. I'll just stick to the kill bounties. But ironically, let me see which one's closest. I'm gonna go there. Actually, wait. I think. So one of the bugs that I've run into recently is the getting close to the target bug, which I had solved the last one. I'm gonna see if it does it again here. So if I do a untrack and retrack, hopefully it'll give me. No. Okay. Well. Shoot. We'll have to do closest target, which would be this guy. So you can both warp out of the surface and warp towards the surface at a pretty high speed. Now, before I get to my target, I should warn you, I pilot pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie. So, oh gosh, he's really far over there. I'm trying to see if I can go above it. My type of flying is a lot of spins and a lot of high movement. So if anybody gets easily queasy, you may want to look away every once in a while to kind of just calm down, because it's gonna get pretty spinny pretty quick. Gunmetal has actually been with me on this game a couple times and knows how I pilot and knows that I am an absolute crazy person when it comes to flying. I'm probably very suicidal when it comes to my flying skills, so you're gonna have some fun watching me try to shoot these guys down. Speaking of, let's make sure everything's pilots into hills. That is correct. I have done that, and I freely admit that I have done that. Our system's good there. Let's stick with shields, which is up there. Okay. Shields, there we go. This is the thing I was talking about when it comes to time to getting anywhere. It just takes a while sometimes to get to places. Mostly because earlier today, I was able to pinpoint that direct spot that Van's last known position is that you see on my screen and warp directly to it. I just was where I was, pushed quantum engage, went right to it. I was maybe 20 kilometers away and good to go. It was like that all day this morning. because I wanted to get some practice in before I did this stream, of course. Today, can't do it. Doesn't work. Won't let me do it at all. Kind of weird. What I normally do is I pilot towards the target until around 10k or less, actually probably or more, and then I slow down to my actual speed, which I'll be doing here in just a moment. Let's just go ahead and get down a little bit. So you have combat speed and directional speed right now. There's plans on changing that, but the green is combat speed, the other one is directional. And there's my target. Let's see if I can hit him from here. Do I have a missile I can lock on? Okay, too far. There it is. Let's see if I can get him from here. It's not locking on. Oh, let's just see. Oh, there it goes. Oh, inbound missile. Haha, got you. Woo! Yeah, they really love to just try to charge into me like that. I don't know why. Got him. Okay. Oh, there's one other. Where is he? There he is. You need an M50? Why? Hey, isn't it an M50? What kind of damage are you expecting to do with an M50? M50 is a racer vehicle, by the way. For those of you who don't know. You're going to try to loop around me, but instead I will slow down.
Damn it.
Got it. So there's two contracts that I took there, by the way. One of them is a bounty contract. The other is what's called a call to arms. Call to arms, if you kill anybody with a crime stat, basically any of the bad guys that you usually do for these bounty hunting missions, they will give you extra money. 500 each, as far as I've ever seen. Let's do another contract. Medium. I don't know that medium's going to work really well with this guy, so let's just do another very long. Let's see, where is he? Daemon, right? Yep. There we go. Ah. Okay. If you see the warning major torque imbalance at the top, The ship took damage in some portion of it that caused it to have some inefficiencies in one of my engines, which is fine. I can counterbalance for it, but it can be kind of a pain depending on player. Oh, look at that. Right on top of it. Okay. Might actually get closer to this one this time. Maybe. Actually, at the mining facility? It's a ground-based combat system? No, he's probably just floating over it. It's that sometimes. Okay. So the other problem I had on that particular combat that I was just doing was I forgot to turn off cruise control. So I was constantly going forward without meaning to. All the little buttons and stuff that you end up pressing that you keep forgetting about. Oh, hello. Too far. Wait. Right there. Here we go. Got a missile. Let's see if it hit him. Ooh, I got him. Not the guy I'm supposed to be attacking, but at least I'll get him out of the way. Shit. Ooh. Pilot, a little bit better there. Korin. Ho-ho-ho. This guy was ready to crash right into me. Oh, you can take this, sir. And eat it. Right. Got him. Ooh. Ugh. $4,500. Nice. You got a little bit of a bonus on that one because I think it was only supposed to be for 5,000. But whatever the case, he's done. Okay. I should probably find a place to restock. Let's see. I could go to Port Alizar. Let's just take the risk. So Port Alizar is a bit of a trump card when it comes to whether or not you're gonna die trying to get onto the platform. Or even after, to be perfectly honest. I think a couple nights ago, I tried to get onto Port Alizar and somebody was just circling in the whole time. Just circling and circling and circling and circling and just blasted me. As I was on the platform. I wasn't in the air. I was already landed on the platform. And he was just unloading his guns on me. And completely destroyed me. Most of the other locations don't have that problem. It's legitimately just Port Alizar. That's awesome. I don't want to go. Where are we? I designate tourism by accident? I did. Bro. thing I need to do now is make sure that when I do go to Port Alazar, double check for red combatants. Probably do a ping as soon as I get there just to make sure that my scanner hits anybody that's there. As otherwise, I could get thrown into the wind. Anybody out there? No? Okay.
Hello.
There's a ship there.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Port Alazar has a very specific orientation that I need to respect, lest I get turned upside down. Uh-oh, I see two reds. They're coming now. What are they? Oh, I hear them.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Get out of here before they decide to start firing on my ship. So, as you can see, I am actually in space. There's the planet. There's the rings. They have magnets on the boots, I guess, for all that. I'm not sure how that exactly works. But you can walk through space as long as you got a helmet. Hey. Whew. Alright, this is actually where I wanted to go to get some weapons. Actually, do I still have weapons out here? Alright. I'm gonna get my favorite, which is usually a C-54 submachine gun. Now, if it's not here, which sometimes it's not at certain locations, I'll get its companion, which is the Custodian Warhawk energy laser gun. I usually like to use the energy SMG when I'm not using my ballistic one. Just because it's fun. No other reason. I literally don't have any other reason. I'll just get you that. Studio. Yeah. Then get a couple of flips here. Let's do like 5. Because they do actually have FPS gameplay. Oh, they have a code up this one? No way. It's one. It's the ammo. Yeah. Let me get the attachments here. Ammo on site. You can also put attachments on your gun to make it work a little better. I usually prefer just to kind of stick to suppression and Where's the other one? Stabilizers for shotguns slash energy guns. That should do. The xenomorphs. I mean, they're supposed to happen. They're supposed to come into this game eventually. It's not here now. And then 1, 2, 3 on there, and then 2 on my chest piece. How's my drinking? Oh, actually, I'm hurting a little bit. Okay, well. Or maybe not. Maybe that's just a bug. There's still some bugs to work out in this game, so. This is my medical tool. Pretty cool, right? Check it out. Cure life. Cool life. That's the other guy. But, got a little capsule on the inside. Has some meta gel, just like the ones on my hips. And you can either zoom in to do advanced and give people drugs, or you can just have it do it automatically, whichever happens first. Okay. I have a gun. Let's make sure my ship's still alive out there. Hey, look, it's not exploded. Cool. Oh, actually, here. Let me... my helmet off here. And I'm gonna drink some water and eat some food. Where is it? My inventory. Yeah. Do a rink. Look at that. Drink. So, drink. You can either sip it or hold down your left click and just let him chug it. Chug, 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 chug. And then I usually try to look for a trash bin. Not that it actually does any good, but... Yep. And let's eat something here. Eat one of these. Unwrap the candy bar. Nom the candy bar. Nom nom nom. There we go. And then we put that helmet back on. Because Lord knows I don't want to go back out there without a helmet on. There we go. Okay. Fun fact. Helmet actually has a flashlight on it. If I put it at the right perspective, it's going to go right in your face. Anyway. So I might try to do some ground combat. We'll see. See how I'm feeling. If I'm feeling brave, which is usually the case. I'll do some ground combat. Look at that. Look at that view. Isn't that beautiful? This is just one of many planets. One station among many. Ah, this game is so beautiful sometimes. It's really makes you fall in love with it. Other times it makes you want to punch it in the face. As games tend to do. You know, one of those things. Games are like that. Like, oh, I love this game. Nope, I hate this game. Nope, I love this game. Nope, I love to hate this game. Nope, I hate to love this game. Okay. Anyway. Into this pilot seat. Now, normally, if there's a place that isn't on an open platform like this, you'll need to ask for clearance. But I don't need to do that. I just need to find out where I need to go next. Which means minimum contracts. What do we got? Suspect apprehension certification. On the recommendation of one of our members, the Bounty Hunters Guild would like to offer you the chance to earn your suspect apprehension certification. Whether you're qualified to track and apprehend wanted suspects, it would prove to be more elusive than the typical bounties. They often have advanced piloting skills. Oh no, that's players. No thanks. What about mercenary? Security work assessment. In an effort to increase the safety of Crusader and its environs, Crusader securities you can qualify to security work in the sector. And that you possess a skill net set needed to offer you an initial trial contract. You'll be assisting Crusader security with a small hostile group that has been making threats against security post Prashad on Daymar. Please note that we already have security personnel on site. You will have to be careful with regards to friendly fire. On a successful completion of this contract, you'll become eligible to apply for interview. Okay. Let's do that one. That one, I am pretty confident, is a... Go. There it goes. Is a ground-based gameplay. We'll do a little bit of FPS, if you will. Maybe even if you won't. Okay. Means all I need to do now is figure out where that is, so I can go there quickly. Because the last thing I want to do is lift off from this thing, not know where I'm going. There's my luck. One of these fools will kill me before I get a chance to get there. Get out of there. Whoosh. Okay. And there's the security post. So we'll go there. Oh no. Nope, nope, I'm out. Bye. Oh. You see that? I almost got him. He almost started attacking me. He was aimed right at me. I'll probably try to blow up my ship as I'm doing this mission, which an unfortunate consequence of playing in a game with people in it. Always somebody out to ruin your day. Oh yeah, I didn't repair my ship at the last location. Okay, well, that sucks, but it's fine. Yeah. Okay, this is definitely a ground-based combat, so this is gonna be fun. Been a while since... I think it's the last time I did it, me and Gunmetal did a couple locations on our own. But it's been a while since I've tried to solo one, so we'll see how this goes. I mean, at least this one won't be firing at us, at me, I don't think. Because I have legal access at this time due to locale. Okay, so that's, where's the entrance? There. Maybe this time I won't run into the pole, right? Right. Where's the over there? In this particular case, I think I'm going to go stealth. And leave my ship on. The last thing I need to do is get all the way out here and my ship gets blown up because it didn't have any shields on. Not to mention it should buffer the wind, I think. I don't know, maybe. Right, weapons check. Yep, good. Okay, cool. Alright. Security forces tend to take out a lot of them before I even get down there, so it's just kind of fun. Now the other part of this is that sometimes it gets bugged and there's enemies who are stuck behind respawn spots. Which means it's usually not helpful for me, but that's okay. I still get credit for the kills I make. That works too. I see him. Pretty sure that's security. The one I have to worry about is down there. Ah, Ninetails. Nice and obvious. I like that. Got him. Moving. Up. You scared the crap out of me. Yeah, and this is the problem right here. It usually gets down to about 1 or 2, and they just kind of never appear. I don't know if it's because I'm being sneaky or what, but they just never show up. Hello. Oh, I have spoken too soon. Ooh, I like the color of your outfit, buddy. It's an Errol style. I'll come back for you. Okay, just need to clear the rest of the building. There should be at least one guy left, I think. Ah, there you are. Got him. Sweet. Let's see here. Do. I remember how to get over to the. Sorry, buddy. Didn't mean to hit you with it. My bad. So in case you don't know what I'm doing right now, because it's absolutely hilarious to watch me toss bodies around like this, what I do is I grab them all, put them on the conveyor elevator here, then take them out to my ship and strip them. Then I move their dead bodies off of my ship because it's actually illegal to have dead bodies on my ship as I'm trying to dock here and or there. And I go sell all the stuff that they have. Nice and convenient. Or keep it, depending on which one I like. Look at them flailing around. Whee! Slow spinning. Ba-dunk. They do have teleportation technology. Some of them just legitimately appear out of nowhere for no explainable reason. It's very bizarre. Everybody. So I made about 15,500 from this part of the quest alone. So I'll make some extra money off whatever I sell from these guys. Is it going to be a lot? Who knows? Looked like it's something I could loot, but guess not. There's also some chests hiding around here sometimes that you can open. I think they're supposed to be of an obvious configuration, but I haven't looked around yet. I'll take care of the bodies first and then come back and do a quick once over. Yeah, I just gotta label them as Soylent Green, and I'm sure it'll be fine. As long as nobody knows what it's made out of, it's fine. Actually, wait, I have a slot. I'm just gonna go ahead and go on the other side. A byproduct called Soylent Green? I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. Trust me, don't eat it. There we go. Yoink. Meow. Wait, maybe a little too far. Come back, come back, come back. Ah, crud. Got him wedged behind this wall. And I think he's gone. No, well, that's fine. What I get for being overzealous. I threw him through the wall and now he just disappeared. Fine. Oh, wait, nope, that's... Oh well, okay. Gotta be a little bit more careful. Else I lose good stuff. This guy's gone, so I guess I'll just take his gun. Looks like it made the bodies vanish. I might have taken too long. Go check the bodies on the elevator. I'm pretty sure they're gone now. Yeah. I know, I get it. Alright, bodies, you still there? What was that? 2 out of 3? Yeah. Okay, we'll just go with these guys. It's fine. Make sure it's fully loaded. Just in case I happen to have any company. Doesn't look like I have yet. Oh, left the back gate down, as per usual. Whoops. Okay, he's in there. Hi, Sleep Monster. Yeah, I'm just grabbing some bodies here. Looting some bods. Hopefully I'll be able to get to like Port Ollie and turn it all in for some good stuff. A little bit extra, if nothing else. Maybe cover the maintenance bills on the ship or something. Okay. That should be close enough. What happens now? That I loot. What happens now is that I loot. There we go. Nope. Okay. He's maybe too far on the wall. Let me try again. Try again. Okay. Let's try now. Nope. Okay. Well. There we go. Okay. Vehicles. There we go. If I put the suit there, it should take everything. There. Oh, nope. Okay. Didn't like that. Again. Got one piece at a time. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. And there we go. In the vehicle. Now you can go wherever you like. See you. Whee! Flop. Okay. Oh, it's the... Oh. Is it because of the clips? I bet it is. Clean it up a little bit. You might not even get this in there. Nope. Okay, well, that's fine. Brake cutter isn't exactly built for a lot of extra space, so not a big deal. There we go. And that's it. Quest done. Go see what extra profit I made off of these guys. We'll risk Port Alvazar again. Might as well. Just make sure I've got it plotted before I get out of here. I don't think this actually has an atmosphere, so hopefully. Take it. I need to. Hold on. Reset. There we go. Yes. There we go. This goes alright. I'm not really farming, I'm just kind of doing random stuff for fun. And I need to rotate it. I think the landing position is up this way.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Landing gear down.
Banged it up a little bit on that one.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Let's get some well-needed repairs. Okay. Can't believe somebody was brave enough to come out here in an Aurora MR. Okay, that would make you a target. Of course, I'm sure the same can be said for mine. Oh, you know what? Don't do that anymore. It's always a good idea to close up your ship, because if somebody can get into the pilot seat, they can take the ship and go wherever they feel like. Well, let's see if we can sell some stuff first, and then we'll worry about the rest of that. Let's see. What did we get? Nope, not the backpack. Great cutter, please. Thank you. Ooh, okay. 1308 per chest piece. That's not bad. That's what, 26k there, or 2,600. And then 429 for the legs. Nothing for the chest piece, so I'll have to remember not to take the undersuits, because I don't think they sell for anything. And then 342 and another 342. Oh, and the helmets are like 2,200 for that. Nice. That seemed pretty profitable. Right. Not bad at all. Now, let me see here. We've had some adventures in the Drake Cutter, so that's been fun.
To the ASOP vehicle
Store that bad boy.
system.
Store. Okay, let's see. Do we have any medical people in need of medical rescue? That'd be that's my favorite particular set of confiscated contraband. I'm able to trace the rounds contraband. Oh no. No, 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 no. Missing persons we could do, because that'll give us a chance to do some mining. That one's fun. What else? What else? What else? What else? Provide backup. City's security post Moluto and Daymar is currently being threatened by a group of criminals. Security personnel on site. We're looking to hire additional contractors to help them repel any attacks. Now, as a contractor, I'm not sure used to working with a team you are, but I don't want to hear anything about friendly fire or there's going to be problems. Alright. That guy needs to relax. Let's see. Well, let's see. Let's at least get something new out
Welcome
instead of
to
the Drake
ASOP
Cutter.
vehicle retrieval system.
So let's do, along with the Origin 135. Let's take that one. Yeah.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
Yeah. So we're just gonna give that a minute or so, and so my plan tonight was to go through some, not necessarily solid information, but just a little bit of an overview of what I'm excited about. Yes, this game has been in development for over 10 years. I enjoy the mining and the trading portion of it, which is super fun. The trading has gotten a little bit more convoluted because you can't always sell your entire cargo to a single place. So it's gotten a lot harder to keep that loop solid. As far as bounty hunting, I'd say it's in a pretty good place. I wouldn't say it's the best, but it's not terrible. Used to be that even very light targets would just basically face roll you. It was pretty bad. Thankfully, it's gotten to a better spot. What's that?
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Yeah. So now you're going to get to see one of my favorite ships, or my favorite line of ships, I should say, which is the Origin ships. The Origin ships are a very sleek, I would say it's probably what you would consider a rich person's style of ship. It's very luxurious. The one I currently am pulling out, the Origin 135C, is their freight version of what is considered a starter ship. That's the wrong way. Starter ships being minimal in use as far as their purpose. They do a little bit of everything. Why am I... Oh, hello. Oh, stairway. But they're limited in their use, but they have specific functions that they're built to do. In this case, the A02. Oh, that's the wrong one. This particular one is built for trading. Now, is it good at it? No, I wouldn't say it's the best, but... 1 second here. Right, we're just gonna do a little parkour here. And then a little spacewalk. There. Kind of messed that up, but that's okay. That's what I have this gun for. There. All better. That's not what I meant to do, but okay. But this little beauty is real pretty. Look at that. Look at that pretty ship. Oh. Just so sleek. I love it so much. Origin is my manufacturing favorite in this game in particular. One of the reasons I like this one specifically is because of this ramp. Because some of the other ships, when you try to open up or close ramps, can take a really long time. It's nice. This one's nice and quick. Just opens, get on it, get up, done. Some of the other ones are like open it, crawl up it, hop in, retract the thing, and it just becomes a bit of a pain. That's this particular one. It's real nice about it. Oh. That's my power distribution. Okay, even shields are coming online. Let's go do something interesting. What should I do? Tell you what, let me... Just sitting there gathering dust. Seems to me that if Kovalex isn't going to do anything about it, then I might as well pay someone to find out how it takes. Take it to Grim Hex. Nope. Not doing that. Anything that has to do with Grim Hex. Grim Hex is this particular game's version of a hive of scum and villainy. If you have anything to do with Grim Hex, you're probably breaking the law. Let me see, there's a couple personal ones. Running low on supply, need an extra pilot to help move things along. Nope. So you know what I can do? Since I am here at Port Alizar, I should have done this before I left the inside. Let me go back inside. Get back inside the proper way instead of whatever I'd like to call that run up the side of the building. Come on, Pyrotopia. I mean, I do and don't have a problem with people doing pirating. As long as it's not me. That's what I'm saying. I know that seems really shallow, but you know what? I don't want to participate in that particular part of this game. My prerogative. Woo! Well, squish me. Okay, I think there's only 2 materials I can gather from here, which is fine because it's just small shit. Need some medical something and waste. Scrap and waste. Where's a good place to drop off scrap? Give me one moment here. This is one of those things I have to have. You have to know a few things about where to look for where to trade things. And one of my commodities here, the waste and scrap, only have a few specific spots that give you the best stuff. So let's find out where to go, which is Hurston. This is the cheapest and Hurston is the most expensive. Okay, so we'll do that. So how this works is you just click the one that you want and buy as much as you can, as long as you can afford it, which in my case is not much. Get the scrap. Got it. Got it. So now there's an actual cargo in my ship. All I have to do is pray that no one blows my ship up. Because I have to invest my money into this ship. That was 811 credits, by the way. Let's keep that number in mind. 811. There we go. So there's, like, I can show you, I think, where the materials are. So there is my stuff. The thing about this game is that they physicalize literally everything. Those containers actually have that material in it. So these containers can be moved and lifted and thrown and all sorts of things. I'm going to close this up because I need to get out of here. I'm going to close this up. I need to get out of here. I said, I need to close this up. Oh, there we go. Close it up. That's better. Okay. And you transport it to another place, you drop it off, and you get money. Not a lot. Not in this case, because it's scrap. But usually what you'll do is you'll find a path. Like the scrap I'm dropping off here is legitimately just for a little bit of chump change while I'm going to grab something else from Hurston and move it from there to elsewhere. Wherever that is, doesn't matter. In this case, I'm dealing in small quantities because this ship can't actually carry a lot. And it's what? Reclamation and disposal Orinth. I would assume on Wallville. What is that? And I always like to have my path planned out before I go running off in case I need to find a specific place. Oh, there it is. I see it. Reclamation and disposal order. So now I shouldn't have too much of a problem getting there. As long as I don't get attacked by anybody in the process. There's always the fear. Always the fear. Okay. Here we go. Need that one. This ship is way more maneuverable than the cutter.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Landing gear raised. Quantum drive activated.
It's also just pretty. I mean, look at that. How can you not like a ship that looks like this? The rotation speed on that. Oof. Okay. Where was I going? Oh, yes. First. Whoosh. Okay, so the best part about being in quantum travel is that while this is going, and it looks like it could take a minute, just can get out of the seat. So I don't know if you've played Elite Dangerous before, but this is the closest in system, as far as I'm concerned, to Elite Dangerous. The beauty of Elite Dangerous is that there's no internals for this ship. Nothing here. But I kind of like it this way. I like having the ability to take my armor pieces off, for instance. I'm about to do here. And store them in my ship. There's the other one that there. This guy. Put it in my ship. But now my ship has something stored in it. And I can do some maintenance on my equipment while I'm waiting. Reloading, checking stuff. Stop that. Everything's good. Cool. And even have a nice little lie down while I'm waiting for the ship to continue travel. I'm just chilling here now. Just enjoying my time. What's up, chat? How you doing, chat? You doing all right? Enjoying yourselves? I hope you're having fun. Yeah, I didn't. I realized after a second or two that it was just basically staring right at my crotch. But yep, just kind of chilling here. Ship's just gonna go all on its own until it gets there. Once it goes out of quantum travel, obviously I'm gonna need to be in the pilot's seat to actually get anywhere, but it'll be fine. In the larger ships, there are other options, or the intention of the game. Oh, is that me or is that thing? That was weird. I wonder why I decided to get up. Huh. Anyway, I'll get back in the seat. The intention, as far as Chris Roberts has said in this particular game, for the travel time to be like that is so that you can enjoy time in your ship outside of actually doing stuff. Like, eventually they're gonna have, some ships have like ways to do engineering, things that you can do on the ship in the process, like eat, drink, that sort of thing. Gosh, what else? He was basically saying there's supposed to be some sort of quote-unquote entertainment between where you're going and where you're coming from. So this quantum travel state is supposed to be something for that specifically. Me, I just goof around in the ship. There's a couple of the ships, like I'm doing the smaller ships right now, I should say. I intend at some point to do a multi-person ship. Have one or two, because I might have three, not sure. Have one ship for sure that has capability of multiple people to man it. My personal absolute favorite ship, the Mercury Star Runner, is this game's equivalent of the Millennium Falcon. And it has huge areas for people to just kind of chill and relax. There's even a chess table that actually works. A completely working chess table. You can pick up the chess pieces and place them down where you desire. There's a underside to the ship that you can get in or use as well. Be able to, it's like a little Jeffries tube on the underside. It lets you go around on the inside of the ship. It's an amazing ship. I love it so much. Today was mostly about getting you guys familiar with just how the game feels, what you can do in the game. Shipping is a little bit easier if you have a larger ship, obviously, because you'll have more space. But I don't really care about that right now. This is mostly just for show, not necessarily for getting huge amounts of money. This is to let you guys see all the fun stuff that can be done in this game. I find all of it incredibly fun. There is a reset that's going to be happening on Star Citizen here in, I would say, a couple weeks, obviously. And that reset will put us kind of back to square one, as far as I'm aware. Unless it's some kind of weird, like, middling reset where they still let us keep our money, which is going to be really disappointing. Because I spent all of my money with the expectation that I'm going to have to get it back. Or with the expectation that I'm going to get reset to what I would normally have. It'll be very sad. They don't reset that part. I'm going to be very broke. But anyway. Let's see. Watch this. This should take us a few seconds with this shit. One thing I really love about this ship is its speed. It is enjoying. Alright, gotta control it through the. So the clouds actually are interfering with my ability to control this ship. And I'm having to pull pretty hard to keep it level. Slow down. Okay, now that I got out of the clouds, got more control. Okay. There it is. I hit Z on the keyboard and use my mouse to zoom in and out so I can get a better perspective. Make sure I'm level. Where I am. Goodness, I was really off. There we go. I don't think this particular place has its own port to land on. I just need to kind of land nearby. We'll just see. Let's go down. Yeah, nope. Sure don't. That's okay. The ship this size, it's actually pretty easy to find a good place to park. Park right here. And the other part of this is trying to figure out where it is I'm supposed to go here to sell it. Because okay, that was weird. I don't think I've ever actually been here before. Definitely a scrapyard. Let me close you up just to be safer now. You shaking? You are shaking. Oh, I don't like that. Why not put the... Well, that'll be why you're shaking. Hey, Cat, it's always a good idea to put the landing gear down. Just FYI. You know, don't land on the gut of your ship. You know what I mean? Like, don't do that. Thought they were down, but I guess they're not.
Origin jump ports at your service. Core system operational.
There. Yeah, so awkward. Oh boy. Just oh, remember to put your landing gear down, right? That's what it's for. Oops. There we go. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to look. Circumventing the landing gear by just not landing it properly at all. Okay, I'm gonna go towards the lights. The facility over here, so let's check in here. Is it open? No. Okay. Is this open? Or is it open? Already open. I don't feel comfortable here at all. Okay, well. No questions asked. I like it. Ooh. So I went from, what was that, 811 to 1095. Not the best, but not the worst. No questions asked, huh? What can I buy here? You gonna give me drugs? You're gonna give me nothing. Okay, that's fair. Okay. I thought for sure it was gonna give me drugs. Okay. Well. Ship has now been emptied, so let's get out of here before some rando that I don't know decides to shoot. Thank you, baby. Okay. Let's see.
Origin jump ports at your service. Core system operational. Landing gear.
Is that an ohm? Yes. Okay, perfect. It's like I wasn't the only one coming here. This is a good thing I decided to leave when I did. And as you can see, the altimeter on my ship has now stopped working. So I have no idea how high I am. It isn't really helpful because I need to know so I can get out and push. I'm going to take us to the next... so this is Hurston. I'm going to take us over to Lorville. Because Lorville is kind of cool looking. Like it. Let's go fast. Just get out of here. Oh, yeah, that's very cool. But to get there, need to get us way higher up. These ohm designations, by the way, are literally just blank spots in space that pilots can use to get off of the planet and into the atmosphere, usually meant to traverse the outside circular area of the planet so that you can get to other parts of it. Usually. You can use it for other stuff. That's... Oh, there you are. Lorville. Lorville is beautiful as well, just in a different kind of way. More of an industrial beauty. And pardon me while I eat a little bit, because I am starving. I really love the clouds in this game. They actually have weather pattern effects already in the game. Ooh. So, I need you. This is Lorville. A little hard to see considering how high up we are. We're getting closer. Here. Take a better view here. Hold on. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Just a beautiful, beautiful city. You know, I've played this game now, actually played this game now for about 1.5 years. And sometimes when you just stop and look, you remember how much effort had to have gone into this game. These buildings, now, while not all of them are enterable, most of them at the very least have the ability to get close to them. You know, see them up close, see the texture detail. Somebody put a lot of work into getting this set up properly. That just mystifies me sometimes. So pretty. All right, now. Oh, looks like somebody else has got a Drake cutter. Very nice.
Please proceed to
there it goes.
assigned landing bay.
Wondering why I wasn't asking. Give me a landing bay. Hey, perfect. the landing gear down properly this time, right? I don't smash into the ground. Even though I may still. Oh, wrong one. Wrong one. That one. Need to re-level out again. There we go. Oh. I'm a perfectionist when it comes to landing, so it's more my fault than the ship's fault that I'm.
Landing complete. Doesn't stay.
Safety. On the whole, this game is pretty chill, not gonna lie. That's half the reason why I like playing it, is because the excitement isn't necessary for you to enjoy the game. Now, can it be a little boring? Yeah, alright, I'll give you that. Every once in a while, you find some things about it that it can be really fun. So this is Tisa Spaceport, which is Lorville Spaceport. Beautiful place. Look at this. I love these lights. Triangular lights above me. I think these are adorable. Really sets the mood. And you got rentals. Now, so there's actually one gameplay loop that I have not seen come in yet. And that is mass transport. So at some point in the course of the game, they are going to put in ships that work just like our 747s of the real world. In that you can buy tickets in game and take those tickets and take them to these entryways and go and board the ship as you would a regular ship at an airport like in the United States. You get on the ship is piloted by a player, and that player will take you onto whatever destination they picked when you purchase the ticket, because the ticket will tell you where it's going. Same idea as it would be in real life. That was actually what drew me into this game originally, was the idea that I could transport people, both players and NPCs, as an airline pilot. I thought that was really cool. So that's the gameplay loop that I really want to see happen at some point. Which, to be fair, right now, it probably wouldn't be that hard to put in. I mean, really the only thing I think that they're missing is the tickets and the ship. Because there's one, it's called a Starliner. I can't remember what the actual informational on it is, but the Starliner is basically what it sounds like. It's a luxury liner that you can hopefully modify to either do VIP transport or do airline style transport, which I think would be super fun. Okay, so barring that, Here's some more ships that you can see on display. This is a Mustang Beta, the fighter pilot ship. Fighter ship. I think it's a light fighter. What you see here is a really cool ship called the Constellation Phoenix. Phoenix being its model type. There's actually about 3 different models. This one is the VIP transport model, which is why I started talking about the Starliner to begin with. So, when you come up into this ship, can it run through Beggar's Canyon? I can. I can run through Beggar's Canyon. But, this is the, transport area for the VIPs. There's their meeting table. Their, sitting spot while they watch the stars go by. The bar, which I love. They have actual... So, these are fun. So, what they did was, instead of, like, picking real-life drinks to do, they picked some from different, both video games and movies and TV shows. I'm trying to see if I can find the one that makes me laugh the hardest. Where is it? Let's see. There's the Radagast, which I love. Leviathan, blended earth whiskey. What are the other ones here? We got Sky, small batch. It's a Crosshavian single grain whiskey. Hippocampus, Brandy Campus Caviar. Distilled and bottled Nix called Lynx. Distilled gin. Now, I'm going to be honest on absinthe, of course, because you have to have an absinthe there. Trace Cordial. Jonathan Hooch. Korin Ghosts. Doesn't look like they have the one I was looking for here. Unless it's... That reminds me. Something I'd always wondered. Did I actually put... They did. They put water and alcohol in there. Interesting. I wonder if this comes pre... So some ships now come stocked with water and food. I'm wondering if they let you put water in here, or the water comes with it when it comes out, or if you have to put that there yourself. I think it'd be cool if it just comes with it. Now, unfortunately, I can't show it to you, but I think so at least. No, that's a jacuzzi. There's actually this panel opens up and a jacuzzi rises from that circular area. And each of the ships have component parts. They're actually physicalized. That's the shield generator. They're all the ships currently, I think, pretty sure currently, have physicalized compartments now for each of the pieces of equipment that's within them. The reason being is that during salvage or during reclaiming, the ship has to be able to break apart into things that you can physically pick up and grab, because they're eventually planning on making everything salvageable from any ship that you blow up. Salvage is in 3.18, which is actually on the player test universe, but this is the current test universe, or live test universe, and it does not have salvage. I am tempted to go over and do some salvage on the test server, but it tends to have a lot of 30Ks, a little home away from home right in here, and that usually means that it becomes a bit of a pain to try to get it to function. Yeah, sometimes just need some water. You're right, Atticus. So there's a little fun bonus here. This thing I'm standing on is actually an elevator. So for like VIPs or somebody that you want to have come straight up into the ship, I think this one actually just comes down to so that may not be the best one. But if you have like cargo or maybe even water or food that you wanted to bring up, you could bring it up through this little lift right into the VIP area that you could then just come walk over here and serve. So this ship also comes with a little extra bonus. First bonus is this. So this is a second ship. It is actually, yes, Atticus, they did actually. So the VR is actually, it's not something that they're able to do now, but one of the developers is working on getting VR working for this game. The VR is actually a function that they've been kind of planning from the beginning to work through this game, because all of the controls and everything that you're doing in the game is already physicalized. Like I was showing earlier, you weren't here for it unfortunately, but I was showing earlier where you like flicking switches in the cockpit actually flicks the switch and toggles it, and the button gets pressed in and everything, so that when VR becomes a functional thing, hopefully you'll be able to use your in-game hands to actually tap and press and click on those things. So yes, VR actually, for a very short stint, was already working in this game way back, I think near the beginning of its development cycle. But they had to take it out because obviously it was incomplete, and there was a lot happening there that was interfering with them being able to develop it properly. So they removed it, but the plan is eventually, at least as far as from the developer's standpoint, to get that working and ready. But this is the, I want to say C-75 Merlin. It's Merlin. I don't know if that designation was correct or not, but they got this working now, so that when you depart from the you take off in this ship, you can actually get back in here and have somebody fly this ship off this and with it, and then dock right back with it. So the actual docking function for this ship to come back onto this ship is working, and I think that's super cool. There's some compartments somewhere in here, but I can't remember where. I'm not worried about it. What is this? Oh yeah. So you got beds all over this place. They're all kind of snuck around into little alcoves, so that each passenger has their own little private room. I think there's only 3 in total in this back area, if I recall. Yeah, because I don't think there's another one in here. So then you have your television, which can show racing, I would guess, because racing is a thing that's happening in 3.18 as well. They actually have racing routes, and they're confirmed, and they give you rewards for racing and all that sort of stuff. So 3.18's coming with a lot of good stuff that's going to be fun to do. Nothing else. And then you have your crew quarters here. These actually double, if I recall, as escape pods. I think there's actually a button for it somewhere. There's. But if your crewmen, whoa, open. Oh, it's just a button. Okay. When your crew members are in these, they can eject out the side of the ship so they can be safe. Then you have weapons lockers. These actually on 3.18 work, I believe. And actually, I think those might be equipment lockers, and these are the weapon lockers. I'm not sure. Then a bathroom with shower, and I'm pretty sure the toilet's on the opposite side. Nah. I don't remember how to get the toilet to come out on this one. I don't remember how to get the toilet out. But anyway, bathroom, and then the main cockpit. Now you have pilot and 2 co-pilots. This particular ship has remote turrets. So these co-pilots, when they sit in these, actually have their own turret for each one of them. It's a very, very powerful ship. It's one of the most powerful. And then there's a turret down there as well as up there. Actually, I take that back. I think one of these or both of these can do power distribution and missile command. So at some point in the past, CIG, that's the group that's making this game, separated missile functions from the main pilot, so that if somebody was wanting to co-pilot, they could actually control missile firing and control how the missiles function and all that. Don't be rude and leave that open. Then, of course, to get on and off the ship, use the airlock. The biggest problem with the ship this size is having enough people to use it. Because the pilot has maybe, I think, a set of guns slaved to him, but the rest of it is built into all of the other people that can pilot the ship. You can use missiles from the main pilot and some, I think, turrets or guns from the main pilot seat, but the rest of it has to be controlled by the rest of the group in that particular ship. And then there's this big boy. This is the Aegis Hammerhead. One, if not the most powerful ship currently available in Star Citizen. I would say one of, because it really depends on how good your group is, as far as being able to get into it. Hold on one second here, and I'll show you the insides. Probably in the back. Okay. So, where's the button? I don't remember where the button is. Button. Let's go out to the button. Panel. So the Aegis Hammerhead is huge. If you have a full crew piloting or flying on this ship, you are a pretty strong force in the verse. You have a back turret here. Does it let me see it from the outside? Aha, yes, okay. So, this will be easier to make an example. So, you have a turret back here. Ooh. Oh, it's the pole. A turret back here at the back. Look at that. Big old turret. I don't know what size guns they are. I don't keep that statistic stuff in my head. But you have a turret back there, a turret here, and your forward part of the ship has guns, I believe. I'm not sure if the forward has it, but you have basically 4 turrets on the sides, 1 top turret, as you can see right there, 1 back turret, and I believe there's 1 underside turret. I think it might be hidden right now. I think you have to get into it. But it's basically got like 8 turrets on it. So if you have 8 people and a 9 or 10 men in total, this ship becomes a beast. It is ridiculous. I do love, however, this is the crew quarters. And like most of your crew will live in this area. So it's 2, 4, 6, 8 just for this area alone. Then you have pass through to the other side, right? Yep. And this is the equipment locker and head. So I think this might just be a shower. That's a bathroom. And then another set on this side, I think. Okay, yeah, so this is where the showers are. I was wondering where the showers were. You got showers on one side, toilets on the other. And then the captain actually has his own... I think this is the captain. This is the engineering section. So engineering is another thing that hasn't been instituted yet, but they're working on it. Use engineer station, which does nothing. Does nothing. Does nothing. So engineering is another function that they're trying to get built in because eventually you should be able to reroute power. You basically play Scotty, which I'm okay with. That'd be my jam for sure. But turret here. Where's that captain's cabin? Is there somewhere? Another engineering section, I think. Yeah, engineering. Through engine room. Ah, and this is the captain's cabin. Captain gets a cool desk to sit behind. A nice coffee mug. And his own little living spot right in here. Got his own little sitting spot. I think he's also got a little clothing. Yeah. Clothing and weapons display. Thing. And he's got his own head and shower. And a big old sink. And there's his fancy clothes closet. And a display case. So, if you'll remember when I was doing my bounty hunting earlier, you saw how the ships exploded, like just blew up out of it and completely vanished. Well, in 3.18, they've changed that. Now when a ship blows up, actually when a ship gets damaged enough, I think it's gonna let me, okay. When a ship gets damaged enough, it goes into a soft death state. Soft death meaning it actually doesn't explode, it just crashes or becomes disabled. At which point you can come and salvage it if you have the right ship or know somebody who needs to do salvaging. But that also means that you can get things from inside it, hopefully, before it gets completely annihilated. Which, you know, a few more bullets and you can do that for sure. Actually, here, let me show you what the turrets look like. Because turrets are fun. I don't know if it'll let me show you the whole aspect, but where's the power button? Okay. Yeah, I won't let me show you everything, but not gonna let me do it at all? Nope. That's okay. That's how the turrets look when you get into them originally. Just on this one. Each turret's kind of individual depending on which ship you get in. Then I think this is docking collar, I want to say. Yeah. So you can actually put equipment here. It's only accessible with your handprint. Like a suit of armor. And you'll take this suit of armor on, and then you'll come out to the front of the hammerhead. This is actually the exterior. So I don't know if there's a button press for this or what. Open door. There we go. But that is a exterior door on the front of the hammerhead that you can basically EVA out with to get to another ship or get out of this one or whatever needs you have there. The hammerhead, super cool, super cool, super cool. And here's the actual elevator I should have taken to try to get up here. Just couldn't remember what it was. aside from the big ones, which are super cool, I love those. There are quite a few single-player ships. Basically, if you're the kind of person, sometimes like myself, who likes to go out and do stuff solo, you can get solo ships. Now, this is one of that racer ship that I was talking about, the M50. It's fast. Super fast. My 135C is actually almost as fast as it. So, the X85. And this is the mining ship. The mining vessel, which is called the Prospector,
We have a whole bunch of you in
is a single-person ship.
here. You know that stuff.
Relatively simple. Bed, bathroom, water. Oh, actually it says water there now. I didn't used to say that. Likely some sort of food maker of some kind. And and it's got access points for all of its components. But I don't think there's any way to open it on this one. This is one of the few I don't think they've actually done a old pass on, which means that it's not been updated to have all of its components and everything accessible, all of the piping and systems set up inside to work. The seat is interesting. When you get in it, it actually pulls down a set of displays above you. I don't know if this will... Yeah. The panels won't turn on because obviously it's not a real thing, it's just a display. Just a display. I'm gonna open the ladder and just let it kind of hang out. So if you buy a $45 game package, the ship that you'll usually get will be this guy. I think he's the cheapest one. There might be a few others now. Let me just double check that. Let me see. Game packages. Edge stool. Yeah, so actually it's $40 right now. Say about $5. It will be this ship, it's the Aurora MR, and I'm not gonna lie, not a big fan. So this is the LX. The MR is just a different color. I think it has different internals. But not a particular fan, to be perfectly honest. It's good for what it's needed for, which is doing delivery missions to get you enough money to get something better. To be perfectly fair. Really, almost in most cases, the only thing I have ever used them for has been to get myself from A to B when I need to get there in a hurry. Because it is actually from a back to front, and its agility and its movement speed is super high. Super high. Another look at this vista. Ah, pretty. Anyway. I'm sorry if this is just seems like one large hype video.
Welcome
I
to the
love this
ASOP
game,
vehicle
and I
retrieval
wish
system.
more people loved this game. More people I know loved this game. So that I'd have more options for playing the game with folks. But Lorville itself is a very industrialized city, as you can see from the way it looks. Very industrial. Guy's going the wrong way. Hello, fella. Bye, fella. These checkpoints are eventually supposed to scan, or it's the TSA. let's just put it that way. It's supposed to be the TSA. Supposed to scan you when you go through to make sure you're not carrying anything illicit.
Security reserves the right to search travelers at any time. Park before boarding.
And this is the tram system. Pretty much every major city has a tram system built into it. And it'll take you from A to B.
Trespass on train tracks is a serious and dangerous offense.
This one has a nice view when you get out onto the area, though. I'll show you what I mean. Just focus on the window for now. Look at that view.
Metro Center.
It's a little better in the daytime, of course. Each city has a day and night cycle. I don't know what it's based on. I would assume it's based on a 30-minute or an hour interval of some kind.
Now arriving, Metro Center. Please watch your step when disembarking the train. Step away from the platform edge when train is approaching. Welcome to Metro Center. Transfers to the perimeter, spaceport, and industry lines.
Don't need anything for anything. That's the hospital. Oh yeah, actually I gotta show you the statue. The hospital here is called Maria Pure of Heart. Apparently it's based on a woman who did some very, very miraculous things for the people. I'm not gonna go into the lore because honestly I can't memorize it long enough to actually keep it track, but
That's why it is so important to start each day
really nice
breakfast to give all
perspective.
your endeavors a nutritionally balanced
And maybe it'll tell us here. Maria W. Hurston, 2777 to 2880, whose magnanimity, compassion, and generosity towards those in need endlessly demonstrated the remarkable purity of her heart.
Dynamics encourages all employees to
There you go.
update their imprint regularly.
I'm sure she didn't go around walking barefoot, but
Work interruptions, but it is
statues being what they are, I'm sure it was a little
we can
stylized.
minimize the side effects from regeneration. Together, we can make sure that you leave a lasting imprint here at Hurston.
This is a bar, clearly. Let's walk here. Here we go. At one point in the history of this game, I believe it was sometime last year, these bartenders used to actually work. They would legitimately catch you out of the corner of their eye, walk up to you, and actually ask you if you wanted to be served anything. I don't think the ones on Loreville have ever worked, but the ones over in New Babbage and Area 18 definitely do. The only thing I'm really sad about is not being able to play pool in here. Oh, hello, present. Alright, take that. Thank you. Yoink. Luminalia gifts. They've been around for a while, and weirdly enough,